Meet the National Football Conference champion, St. Louis Rams. And now the Rams offensive starters. At wide receiver from North Carolina State, number 88, Torrey Holt. At left tackle from Ohio State, number 76, Orlando Pace. At left guard from Western Michigan, number 61, Tom Newton. The center from Central Florida, number 60, Mike Grudadoria. And right guard from South Dakota State, number 62, Adam Timmerman. And right tackle from Baylor, number 73, Fred Miller. The tight end from Syracuse, number 86, Roland Williams. At wide receiver from Memphis, number 80, Isaac Bruce. The Ram quarterback from Northern Iowa, number 13, Kurt Warner. The fullback from Illinois, number 25, Robert Holcomb. And running back from San Diego State, number 28, Marshall Faulk. And the head coach of the St. Louis Rams, Dick Vermeil. Dick Vermeil, in his second Super Bowl, coached the Philadelphia Eagles into the Super Bowl against the Raiders in 1980. And now we meet the American Football Conference champion Tennessee Titans. Here are the Titans' offensive starters. At wide receiver from Utah, number 87, Kevin Dyson. The left tackle from Illinois, number 72, Brad Hopkins. At left guard from Southern California, number 74, Bruce Matthews. At center from Florida State, number 60, Kevin Long. At right guard from Washington, number 75, Benji Olsen. At right tackle from Michigan, number 69, John Runyon. At tight end from Maryland, number 89, Frank Wycheck. At wide receiver from Kansas, number 83, Isaac Bird. The Titans quarterback from Alcorn State, number 9, Steve McNair. The fullback from Fresno State, number 41, Lorenzo Neal. At running back from Ohio State, number 27, Eddie George. And the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, Jeff Fisher. Super Bowl 34 minutes away. Back with the national anthem from the Georgia Dome after this. Welcome to Atlanta, host city of the 1996 Summer Olympics. This week, Atlanta could have hosted the Winter Olympics. Icy and cold outside all week long and again today, but warm and toasty under the Georgia Dome as the crowd settles in for Super Bowl 34. St. Louis against Tennessee. Caught it. When the defense tips it, anybody on the offense can catch it. 3rd and 7. Warner over the middle and open is Bruce. 3rd down and 10 out of the shotgun. Warner looked like he wasn't expecting the snap, but fields it flawlessly. And Ricky Prohl, last week's big hero, at the 38-yard line. Warner, good protection again. Fires to Williams by Bruce to the left side. And instead they give it to the up back, and that's Robert Holcomb, who doesn't carry that much.
Jeff Fisher or under the last few years.
3rd down and 9. Warner wobbly and incomplete. He'll have surgery next week, but here's a 35-yard field goal attempt, and it's a drop snap, and it's Mike Horan who gets taken down at the 34-yard line. A little dump off, screen set up. Eddie George, lots of room to roam, and he just bangs one of the defensive backs, and it's London Fletcher.
3rd down and long.
Bringing the extra receivers, Chris Sanders and Derek Mason. McNair buying time, throws it behind the intended receiver. Spotted at the 37, and Del Greco's kick hooks wide left. Spotted for Del Greco's missed field goal attempt. They begin from there, and Warner slings it over the middle, and wide open is Torrey Holt, the wide receiver, all the way to the Tennessee 30-yard line in the playoffs. On 1st and 10, Warner able to step up over the middle. He finds the wide open Marshall Faulk. 3rd down and 5 from the 9-yard line. Warner throws, and it's incomplete. Horan again. This time he gets it down, and the kick is good.
In the secondary against the speedy receivers of the Rams.
Quick snap, 2nd and 10, and it frees Faulk down the sideline. Walker has an angle on him, and the last guy to get him knocks him out of bounds. Faulk empties the backfield. Warner has it knocked down at the line of scrimmage. 34-yard attempt by Jeff Wilkins, and this one is wide to the right. 11 grandkids. She lives and dies with every play. 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Rams blitz, but the Titans pick it up. McNair buys a ton of time, but good work by the secondary. But here's where Steve is very dangerous. From the 48-yard line on 1st down, McNair under pressure, and it's Kevin Carter who led the league this season. 17 sacks. Next Sunday in Honolulu, 2nd down and 16 as McNair flips it out, caught by Jackie Harris from the 49-yard line. McNair throwing on the run. Open is Mason. Light knocks him down. The 5th time around was the charge. 3rd down and 16. Here is McNair throwing too high.
It'll be harder for Rodney Thomas.
Now the Rams, who've made very little out of 3 drives to the red zone, begin this drive with Isaac Bruce.
What were they thinking in Green Bay when they cut this guy?
Here's Warner throwing, caught by Bruce. In the half, 3-0 St. Louis. On 1st down, Warner. An out pattern caught by Holt. On 2nd and 9. Warner throws, passes right there.
Just think what he's going to become.
2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. Warner over the middle, and he's not caught. 3rd down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Warner incomplete. Very close. 29-yard field goal attempt by Wilkins is good.
I think that Tennessee's doing a good job in the red zone because the Rams have been down there several times and haven't gotten the end zone.
One of these guys might need you in the 4th quarter. Don't go too far.
And so far, that's exactly what he's done.
Hurst going to the Pro Bowl next week, 3rd and 13. Warner out of the shotgun. Titans on a stunt up front, but it's picked up, and then the pass is hauled in. 17th postseason catch in 2.5 games. Warner under pressure, dumps it off. Was his hand coming forward?
The only one that would gain would be the Rams, and it would be 2 yards because he recovered it.
It was also not reviewable because it was down by contact. So it's moot on all counts as Warner throws in the playoffs.
Here comes number 30 right now.
Warner throws and then is caught.
The score at the end of the game, it was against this Tennessee Titan team, and they moved it very effectively.
From the 38-yard line, Warner slings it to the outside. Here they come, the blitz. Warner gets knocked down. The pass is incomplete. 4 field goal attempts, converted 2. Warner hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. It was Kenny Holmes.
4 sets up, right here they come.
3rd down and goal. Warner floats one to the back of the end zone, and Prohl can't make the catch.
Forcing the issue.
28-yard attempt by Wilkins is good. McNair from the 28. Nope, they're going to go right to the air here, and they hit the tight end. That's Frank Wycheck. McNair guns it to the outside. That's caught by Harris. They run the draw. Eddie slings to the outside, inside the 40, and banged out of bounds. And George dropped it. And it is blocked. Todd Light blocked it. DeMarco Farr recovers it from the 35-yard line. Pressure. Warner hangs in, throws underneath. Nice grab made by Falk.
That moniker that he was salty and that he was a moody type of guy.
1st down. Warner slings it deep in the seam, wide open. Isaac Bruce to a chorus of Bruce. They have 3 field goals, a missed field goal, a mishandled snap, and this drive. 3rd and goal. 3 receivers to the right. Warner goes over the middle, juggled, caught. Holt, touchdown. And the Rams go into their bobbin. 2nd down and 5. George again, cuts it back. And that is caught by Wycheck and Light. McNair. That is juggled and caught. McNair with a casual little roll, and now he's going to run. And Steve McNair takes off to the 2-yard line. 2nd down, goal from the 1-yard line. George, he's in there. Bird in motion from the 2-yard line, the 2-point conversion. McNair throws, and it's off the hand.
The momentum is switched, and now is not the time for penalties.
3rd down and 16. Warner going deep, and too deep from the 25-yard line.
Oh, offsides.
Flags down.
That's Todd Light.
To George, and he backs his way close to the 45 for an apparent first down. Fourth down and a couple of inches from the 44. They go for it. Actually, right now trying to draw the Rams offside. And now they don't get the offside, and it is McNair, and everybody comes in from behind. And good luck with this measurement. From the 50, first down to the ground, Eddie George. St. Louis 45-yard line. McNair finally goes downfield, wide open, hits Isaac Bird. 8:33 left in the fourth. McNair, he's going to throw a backside screen that almost gets picked off. Instead, Harris winds up with it, rumbles inside the 10, thrust out of bounds at the 3. Second and goal. George again. George breaking tackles into the end zone. Third down and 8 from the 23-yard line. Under pressure, Warner dumps it. That's incomplete. McNair looking to run. Gets out of the backfield. Turns nothing into plenty. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. George. Just yet.
Got him.
Now they are, but it's a fumble. And yet it's recovered at the 28-yard line.
Watch Harris just find the opening in the zone. Steve McNair knows where he's supposed to be.
2:20 left in regulation. Third down and 7. To the outside and incomplete. Good coverage on the play. We'll put it down at the 33-yard line. Right down Broadway. Heart pounding at the 27-yard line. Warner to throw. Going deep downfield, adjusting for it is Isaac Bruce. And Isaac Bruce threads his way for a touchdown.
73.
Touchdown, Rams!
73 yards for the Reverend Ike. A one-on-one situation on the far side. The ball is thrown short. He comes back. He makes the catch.
Well, you couldn't have written a better script for the MVP of the league. He throws a beautiful pass in the face of pressure, and Isaac Bruce comes up with a huge play over Denard Walker.
Seventh husband after inheriting the team from her sixth husband. Here's McNair. Throwing upfield. Second and 1 from the 21. McNair to the outside, trying to get out of bounds. From the 27-yard line, McNair surveying.
There he goes.
Rolling. Turns it upfield. Has the first down. Corralled at the 42. Flag down at the end.
Face mask.
4-5.
15-yard face mask.
The big one. Turns it upfield again. Seeks the sideline.
The Rams have chosen to prevent, to play soft.
Rushing 4 over the middle. The open man. They find Kevin Dyson east of the 32. That's a first down. McNair wants to get him up to the line of scrimmage.
Probably going to spike it right here.
Spike it right here. McNair stepping up.
Uh-oh, you got him, you got him.
Rolling. Needs help. Stays on his feet somehow. Throws. 11-yard line. It's caught. First down. They saved their timeout. They have it here. They stop the clock.
Oh, what a play by Steve
Unbelievable.
McNair.
From the 10. Probably the final play of the game. In regulation. It is caught by Dyson. Can he get in? No, he cannot. Mike Jones made the tackle. And the Rams have won the Super Bowl.
Goal line. The game is over. The game is over.
Now every Super Bowl should have an ending such as this. Down on the 1-yard line, a terrific play call, trying to give Dyson an opportunity to break a tackle.
Mike Jones, the linebacker. You don't hear a lot about him. He is the guy that is able to take Dyson down before he can get to the goal line. And that's why you're seeing this scene in celebration of the St. Louis Rams winning the National Football League championship.
Steve McNair has nothing to be ashamed of. He gave it all. He played great in the second half. I can empathize with him, Al, because it was the game that we lost in the end. The further you go in the playoffs, the deeper the cuts, the deeper the wounds, the greater the hurt. And that's exactly the way Steve McNair is feeling. And how about this guy, Dick Vermeil?
He was the poster boy for coaches Burnett. DeMarco Farr was an old LA Ram, one of 5 who came from Southern California to St. Louis. And this most improbable of NFL seasons ends with the Rams, a team that hadn't had a winning year since '89, a team that was 4-12 last year, a team that lost their multi-million-dollar free agent quarterback in preseason, winning the Super Bowl by a yard.
Many people will wonder, why didn't they throw the football into the end zone? Well, the end zone is defended by about 7 defensive backs. You try to throw it underneath and hope one of your athletes makes a play. If this is a defensive back trying to make this tackle, Dyson doesn't go down quite as quickly. Mike Jones deserves an awful lot of credit for being right there on the spot.
There was a movie called The Longest Yard. There is your sequel.
A well-designed play, a play that's designed to make first downs from just about that distance. And Mike Jones makes a sure-handed tackle. It comes down to one player making a play, and Mike Jones did that.
They went 87 yards when they needed 88, and Dick Vermeil, Warner, and Brenda Warner, and that unbelievable story ends like this.
Yes. And it couldn't happen to a better guy. This guy here, Kurt Warner, is a guy that is so humble. He's got his stuff together. He knows exactly what he's doing. He just completed, in my estimation, the greatest season, or one of, if not maybe the second greatest season ever of a quarterback, and he might be able to cap it off with the Super Bowl MVP trophy. 25 for 45, 414 yards, and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions.
For Carol Vermeil, a very happy 44th wedding anniversary. Georgia Frontier inherited the team from her 6th husband, Carol Rosenblum, kept the name of her 7th. She wins the Super Bowl. She'll be going to the podium, along with Vermeil, team president John Shaw, Kurt Warner, and the rest. The St. Louis Rams are the Super Bowl champions. How does that sound? Unbelievable.